The AI billionaire you've never heard of, until now. Imagine a person who decides your future. You don't know their name, but they've already changed your life. And the changes are not for the better. In this video, you'll learn how someone without a technical education became a billionaire in artificial intelligence, how he sold his company for $650 million, and why Microsoft gave him control over their key technologies. 3 decisions that changed his life and could change yours. The products he's launching now will be in every home tomorrow. This isn't just a story, it's a signal of where everything is heading, and there's almost no time left to think. According to statistics, most tech billionaires are programmers and engineers who have been coding since childhood. But not Mustafa. He studied philosophy and theology at Oxford, but didn't even finish his education. Instead of diplomas, he went to work for the mayor of London, focusing on human rights. Then he created a company that helped resolve conflicts between people. No connection to IT? At first glance, yes, but this gave him something others didn't have. While everyone looked at artificial intelligence as code and numbers, he saw people, emotions, impact, and it worked. It was this philosopher that Google bought for hundreds of millions, and Microsoft entrusted him with the key to their most dangerous technologies. All because he sees what others ignore, and that's what changed the rules of the game. In 2010, an event occurred that changed the world of technology. Mustafa Suleyman and his friend Demis Hassabis founded a company called DeepMind. Their idea was simple but bold: teach computers to think like humans, not just execute commands, but truly learn from their own mistakes. They created programs that could play games. These programs initially lost, but then became better than the world's best players. Google noticed this and didn't hesitate. They bought DeepMind for £400 million, the largest amount ever paid for a European technology company. Now think about it. These technologies, which started with games, now help doctors detect cancer and solve the most complex scientific problems. And all this was invented by a philosopher without a diploma, together with his friend. Next, you'll see how Suleyman changed even Google itself from the inside. After the acquisition of DeepMind, Suleyman set out to save people's lives through technology. He created DeepMind Health, a program that finds eye diseases earlier than doctors. Imagine, a computer sees signs of blindness before an experienced doctor notices them. But that's not all. Mustafa did something that surprised all of Google. He used his artificial intelligence to manage cooling systems in Google's data centers. The result? 40% energy savings. Every time you use Google, YouTube, or Gmail, you use less energy thanks to this invention. It seems he was at the peak of success, but then something unexpected happened. DeepMind employees accused Suleyman of bullying and poor leadership. The scandal became so loud that he had to leave the company he created himself. How did a person who achieved such success fall so low? And most importantly, how did they manage to rise again? Most people would disappear from the world after such a scandal, but not Suleyman. A few years later, he returned with a new idea. Together with LinkedIn founder Reid Hoffman, he created a new company, Inflection AI. This time, Suleyman decided to create artificial intelligence that understands not only words, but also people's feelings. He created a chatbot called Pi. This bot remembered conversations with users and over time became like a friend who understands your emotions. Investors saw the future in this and started investing. The company quickly grew to a value of $4 billion. It's like building a business worth a small country in just a few years. Now, Suleyman had a second chance. His Pi bot was talking to millions of people every day and understood their feelings better than most other programs. But the biggest turn in this story is still ahead, and it will change how you communicate with computers every day. In March 2024, a huge turn occurred in the history of technology. Microsoft made Suleyman a serious offer. Microsoft bought Inflection AI's technologies for $650 million and appointed Suleyman as the head of all consumer artificial intelligence in the company. This is one of the most influential positions in the tech world. Now, Suleyman is responsible for developing Microsoft Copilot, an assistant embedded in Windows, Office, and most Microsoft products. This program helps millions of people write texts, create presentations, and generate images. Think about the scale. Over 1 billion people use Windows and Office. Now, Suleyman influences how these products will interact with users. Almost all Inflection AI employees moved with him to Microsoft. This proves the power of his ideas and leadership. From a person without technical education, he became a leader who defines the future of human-computer interaction. What does he plan to change in our daily use of technology? More on this next. Suleyman has a unique view of artificial intelligence. He simultaneously creates it and warns about the dangers. In 2023, he wrote a book called The Coming Wave, which became a bestseller. In it, he talks about the enormous potential of AI, but also frankly discusses the risks these technologies pose. Suleyman believes that AI should enhance human capabilities, not replace people. He insists on creating clear rules for technology companies, how to control AI development so it doesn't get out of control. This is important because most technology leaders only talk about the positives, ignoring problems. Suleyman is one of the few who works inside the biggest technology company while advocating for regulation. His vision shapes how Microsoft, Google, and other companies develop their AI systems. This affects technologies used by billions of people. That's why his ideas are so important. He helps determine whether AI will be our assistant or a threat. So, Mustafa Suleyman's story shows that the future of technology is created not only by programmers, but also by people who understand society, ethics, and philosophy. His journey from a student without a diploma to the head of AI at Microsoft proves that in today's world, not only technical knowledge is important, but also understanding people. Now, Suleyman influences products used by over 1 billion people. His decisions determine how artificial intelligence enters our lives through Windows, Office, and other programs. The most interesting thing is that such influential people often remain in the shadows. While everyone talks about Musk or Zuckerberg, it's the inconspicuous visionaries like Suleyman who created the technologies we use every day. And now an important question arises. If the future of artificial intelligence is determined by people we know almost nothing about, shouldn't we pay more attention to who exactly is creating the technologies that shape our lives? If this video was helpful, subscribe to the channel and write in the comments about which other unknown technology leaders you would like to learn more about.